You all probably remember Skype, the online platform that connected people from around the world via video or by phone without having to pay those extra long distance fees. Just because of the access to the internet, we have greater connectivity with people from all over the world. So how did they harness that technology to bring it into classrooms? Skype has added some pretty cool features to its platform, and one of them is a program called Mystery Skype that would connect classrooms to other classrooms from all over the world. This is a great lesson in not just the teaching kids how to connect to other people via Skype, but also in a geography lesson. Let me show you a brief overview.
In my classroom, I'll grasp onto any technology that can expand the kids' possibilities. Greeter, come on up. Learning comes from a teacher that's willing to take a risk and do something new and bring in these powerful tools.
Hi, welcome to Mystery Skype.
One of the key tools we're using right now is Skype to connect with other classrooms. It's so powerful to connect them beyond these four walls.
Are you in the United States?
Mystery Skype's a chance for the kids to connect with other students around the world.
Are you east of Mississippi?
Runners of
No.
It's a challenging game for them. They have to critically think.
It helps the kids understand other cultures and other countries.
Are you in the U.S.?
No, we're not.
Are you somewhere in Mexico?
Yes.
It's a powerful tool to see kids learning from each other. Hey, Mateo, come on over, bring those maps. To see their critical thinking process is far better than any test I can give them.
Because of Mr. Begley, learning seems to be really fun. It's more like a game instead of the teacher telling you this is what we're going to be doing.
It's a team effort to really win Mystery Skype.
Do the Rocky Mountains run through your state? No.
I mean, really, it takes a team to do anything in life. And this is a chance for them to experience that collaboration.
Are you in Baja, California?
You can see those light bulbs going off and just that connection that they're making. How better to do that than to actually connect with other kids all over the world?
Do you have dry weather?
Yes, we do have.
Technology empowers our class to be enabled to learn beyond our four walls. I'm just a passionate educator who wants to make an impact for kids. I'll take risks to try to expand their learning beyond what they could have ever imagined.
Are you in Mexico City?
Yes, we are.
So Skype, as you can see, has put together something really cool here for just teaching kids that they can connect to people from other parts of the world, and then using that as a mystery to have students solve, just looking at geography, only asking yes/no questions. This absolutely makes sure that kids are modeling that digital citizenship. They're critically evaluating what they're looking at. They're engaging in these discussions with other kids. Now on this, it might just be like a low-level thinking kind of question, a yes or no might appear really low level, but when kids have to go back and think deeper about how their questions are positioning them in the world, it really does elevate that. And then when you go to Mystery Skype's webpage, let's say you want to connect with another class and you're curious how to do that. This is just the Mystery Skype's homepage here. And you can see here, you can opt in for Mystery Skype. This is where you can sign up and have either yourself be able to look up other classes that are kind of out there looking for ways to connect, but also makes you somebody out there that another teacher can connect with. So they might be able to find you. There's also additional resources that you can use. And so I went ahead and clicked on that and already have it pulled up here. But if you were to download this Mystery Skype curriculum, you can see all of these different resources that they have available for you to look at. Frequently asked questions about how to use it, why we should play it, how to find classrooms. So all the logistical pieces that you would want to make sure you know, how to document your adventure and how to have kids be thinking about the kinds of questions that they're going to ask. There are multiple job assignments so that you can ensure that every kid is actively engaging. How are you going to share this information with parents? How can you include them by maybe sending a letter home or giving them some talking points for the dinner table that night? They can ask their kids about what they did at school today. So basically anything that you could possibly need in order to engage in a Mystery Skype is here. Now that you've kind of seen what that is, I just want to briefly show you one other thing. And that is, if you scroll down just a little bit further, you can actually add a guest speaker to play Mystery Skype with. And you could kind of still treat it the same way, and they could just only be talking about their specific park or institution or city where they are living. And then they're going to be a guest speaker to your class about that area. So here you can actually read a little bit more about, like, for example, the Grand Teton National Park. And you can see what their time is like. So this park happens to be 2 years behind me in their time. So I can try to plan accordingly, knowing where they're located in the world. But then you could have kids learn so much about it. And while they might not ever make it to this national park, that park ranger or employee of the park can tell you more about it. And the kids can learn about places they otherwise might not be able to go to. So these are really great technologies for helping kids to develop these skills that they need to lead and navigate change in the world, but also be thinking about how to stay connected to the world. And as far as the ISTE standards are concerned, I would say that this definitely is one way to ensure that all students have skills that or have skilled teachers that are actively using technology to meet student learning needs. And this technology helps kids to be able to understand all parts of the world better, and not just reading about them, but talking to people from all over the world. So as you can see, Hamad lives in Nigeria, and that can be a really interesting conversation to have to kind of go against the bias or stereotypes people might have about people in Africa. So that could be a really incredible thing. I think the other one is the empowering leader. And ISTE 3C says we want to inspire this culture of innovation and collaboration that allows the time and space to explore and experiment with digital tools. And I hope that you guys take this opportunity to explore these tools and think about how you can use it to ask even questions, not just in social studies or in a geography class, but what if you were looking at something relative to climate? And what if you were able to connect with speakers from all over the world and ask them the same kinds of climate questions, or what kinds of climate issues are they facing in their part of the world, and see how we can bring humanity together to try to tackle some of these shared issues. Because climate change, for example, and global warming is not only happening in the United States, but it's happening around the world. So it can be very interesting to connect kids with other people from around the world so they can ask these questions about how global warming is affecting them. I hope you enjoy exploring this for yourself, because there's also been opportunities where teachers will learn more about potential places they could connect kids with. And I've seen videos on YouTube where teachers will connect with some of these speakers who will then just Skype into their PLC, and the teachers can sit there and ask more about it. So it's a great way to build your own professional network, but also your professional knowledge, especially if you're looking for deeper content knowledge, as well as new pedagogical strategies for how to engage this with kids. I hope you have fun using Mystery Skype.